Generals featured in our opening game of the season. Again, Benilde on a 29-game winning streak, going for a three-peat this year. EAC just trying to get back to the next round and trying to get back to a better record here in the NCAA. We start off the action with Chris Reyes getting rejected by the double block, and here on the other side, now it's Benilde's turn. Willie Estoque putting that one up and through to open the scoring in season 99.
That was a really smart move from Estoque. EAC expecting a hard hit from CSB. Would not expect. She has to be really smart and do those fast sets.
That's right. Quick reads on the defense of the Lady Blazers. Easier said than done though. Pascual with a power strike doesn't work. Almazan will counter. Getigan feeding it to Pascual. Oh, what a dig by Reyes. They go to the back. Ooh. Jen Omapas catches the line.
That was a good hit. Going for that down the line, seeing that both her blockers were covering that cross court. Look at this replay. That angle and that swing was picture perfect.
Love that. Hand reverse set.
Yes.
To Jen Omapas, who just caught the line at the back. Montonedo setting up Estoque right there. Lute again choosing Omapas.
She has so much trust in her opposite hitter.
It might be a good decision as well kasi wala pang tumatao dito kay Omapas. Ito, dalawa na. But she gets the check ball.
Back-to-back points from Omapas.
The early points to establish yourself against them.
Talking about early, you really have to establish your early win as well, because it is just a single round robin here in the NCAA.
That's right. Every game counts. Estoque catching the hands. Pero buhay pa!
Oh!
This will not be sent across. That's a point for Benilde.
Omapas trying to save that ball over there, but she didn't put too much power. But what a save and defense by EAC.
Yeah, that's a trademark of EAC. It was who serves right now, who scored the point. Reyes. That one hit the net. Mondoñedo to Gamit. The quick is red. Here's Toro, he will try. Cross court is checked as well. Reyes gives up the free ball. Getiga now. Choosing Pascual. Great net defense shown by ESE as well. Omapas with the push. Not gonna work. Rally continues. Back row hit. Ball is kept alive by Mondoñedo. Here's another back row hit, this time from the other side.
What a rally, Martin.
Longest rally so far here in the opening set, and it is ended by that quick zero tempo almost by Mitch Gamit.
Gamit definitely used that set by her setter. Look at that hit, hammering it down.
That's the Gamit and Mondoñedo connection we've been seeing for the past two seasons. Villana with a push. Pascual, who hasn't scored by the way. Basang-basa ng EAC ang mga atake ni Pascual. Here's Torog. He will rise, and she will put it through the blockers.
According to the replay, parang sa ilalim kasi yung tinitignan.
But Coach Jerry did not use
Yes.
the challenge. Back set, and Pascual with an emphatic counter.
Maybe about the calls.
Yeah. So that's, if it's the assistant coach, that's Coach J. If it's the head coach, that's Coach Jerry.
Yes.
Lute. Back set, cross-court hit. That's good. Jen
Omapas with so much power. She's been playing really well here early on in the first set. And Lute trusting her so many times early on. What a cross-court hit and variation when she's going for the cross-courts.
We're seeing good playmaking so far coming from George Lute. Reading the Blazers defense very well in the early parts of set number one. That's a good dig by Estoque. Torog on the approach. Mondoñedo setting up Zam Nolasco. And that's what she does.
EAC was not expecting that hit set wherein it's a little higher. The set is a little higher than the zero tempo.
It's like a set for the wingers. Okay, pero ito Kat Almazan.
In the past season, and hopefully she brings it here on the 99 season of the NCAA.
Galing humuli ng linya so far
Yes.
ng spikers ng EAC. No last call. This time, it has popped up. Back row hit. Gatigan keeps it up. Pascual, her own version of a back row attack. Tumama sa net, pero pumuntos pa rin. With the bounce on the net. Lutz. Backset Magalona is given a try. Eto si Reyes. Nandun si Dorog sa kabila. Estoque pots it down.
I love the flick of her wrist. Such power using her forearm. The Benilde Lady Blazers, of course, they're the defending champions. So if you're EAC, you should minimize your errors and have faster sets because you have a very mature squad here for Benilde.
That's right. And you gotta maintain your play. You know,
Definitely.
just like how you started. But how about that slide? We've seen it a lot of times in the past. Mitch Gamit on the running hit.
We gotta give that point though to Mondoñedo, connecting that on the side of EAC.
Yeah. 12-8. Benilde establishing a more comfortable cushion. There's a scramble. Benilde though recovers. Here's a free ball. EAC taking advantage. Oh, a counter running strike. This time from Jaja Villena.
Tawag namin, ipwesto mo lang ang bola.
Kasi dalawa yung tumao
Yes.
sa kanya doon. Good decision coming from Villena. Lut. Gamit. Yes. Mitch Gamit with two quick ones for Benilde.
Balls because they maatras na sila agad.
They still haven't adjusted to
Definitely.
Mitch Gamit. And she scores again. This is the third straight Mitch Gamit point for Benilde.
Maximize what they have already inside the court and ayun na nga. Kasi sabi ni Coach, hindi sila nag-agawan ngayon.
Yeah, one of the best servers in the league, Cloan Mondoñedo. Again, you mentioned the hole in the defense of EAC. It's being well defined and it's being spotted right now by the Benilde Lady Blazers from the side, now from the middle. Here's Estoque. May check ball. Ito si Omabas. Cross court. Hit is good. Much needed point to stop the bleeding for the Lady Generals.
Yes, she finds a spot there in between Mondoñedo and Pascual. Noticing with EAC as well is their defense is seamless pag umaatras sila. Pero yung sa gitna, dun sila nahihirapan kasi bigla-bigla silang umaatras. But what a hit from Gamit!
Over the top.
What I've been seeing on the side of EAC though is kasi matatangkad nga yung blockers ng Benilde. So you don't have a choice but to go for the sides or sa taas for that check. Pero nahihirapan sila mas nagiging sobra yung power nila.
All right, here's Gallardes. EAC just trying to chip away here.
On deck to serve, team captain, Ada Gallardes.
Down by 6. 11 serving 17. Oh, that's a powerful serve.
Oh, they
push.
finally got the drop ball.
Yeah. So adjustments we're seeing coming from EAC's side, but Benilde has other weapons. Dorog is able to connect.
Ayo yung kamay sa net, so she just used the hands of the blocker.
CSB.
And then a discarte doon ni Jesso Dorog. Ooh! A service ace unleashed by Gamit.
Masayang yung efforts ng buong team. But again, Omabas, she's been scoring a lot here early on in the first set, so she's trying to be more aggressive in her hits.
Baga patagalan ng composure yung sa rally na yun. Oh, Dorog! Flying in for that hit.
You can see Dorog, she is seeing it from the court right now. She's the shortest from her squad, but look at her elevation and her power. Look at that backswing, Martin.
Ooh, powerful strike coming from Jessa Dorog.
Of course, it would be a power play and fast set. So, wag na nilang basta itaas yung kamay nila, but put it in for that chance of a good block.
This time, it's the offense of EAC shining of Benilde last year. It comes off the bench today.
I know, this is how you know that Benilde has a really, really deep bench, Martin.
And they're up by 9.
Everyone is so talented in their squad.
Yeah. Almazan, Estoque again. Stellar floor defense in this set. Almazan will try again, this time from the other side.
Good defense.
Gatigan keeps it alive. Here's a free ball. Over to Almazan, who challenges the blockers, pero buhay pa rin.
Another chance ball for EAC here. How will they use it?
Almazan, drop, nandun si Basarte. Hentapa will try, kept up by Reyes. It's a free ball this time for Benilde. Dorog, cross court, it's good.
That was such a sharp hit from Dorog, seeing those two blockers in front of her. So she went for that very, very sharp hit, and it just catches the line in time.
Put some points in, put yourself in a better position, momentum-wise, going into set number 2.
But like last year, though, good serve.
Yeah, it's a good serve.
Like last year, seeing their previous match, last year also, tapos biglang mawawala si EAC. So they really have to minimize their errors here.
You're right. It's the same story that's happening here in the opening set. Jade Hentapa
Serving for the set, Jessa
so
Toro.
far serves for the set. Formento to Reyes. Oh, kept up.
Good
Again,
defense.
it's Toke. Formento. Underhand setup here. Nandun si Basarte. Hentapa will try. Formento with a dig. Back row hit.
We've been seeing a lot of rallies here in this game.
Oh, and Jade Hentapa catching the line at the back to end set number 1. The Lady Blazers are off to a fantastic start, winning set 1 by 10, 25 to 15.
In the early part of the first set, kasi dun sila dumidikit.
Yeah.
But when you see that they're struggling, in their body language, makikita mo yun, dun na rin sila nagkaka-error.
Yeah. And this is the difference between Benilde and EAC. Benilde has a lot of players Coach Jerry can utilize.
Yes.
For EAC, these are his main, for Coach Rod, these are his main gunners.
Yes.
So, not a lot of flexibility in terms of mixing and matching for Coach Rod.
Also, on the side, you see the players. Here, on the side of Benilde, matatangkad sila.
Oh, yeah.
Like, height versus, I would say, I want to say might. So, dapat talagang more offensive, more powerful hits from EAC.
That's right. Ito, Zam Nolasco is able to score.
She has a lot of potential, I can see from how she moves.
Yeah.
And also her height, definitely.
5'11", 6. Itong si Zam Nolasco, who's Pasarte. The push on Loot got to it, but was unable to pop it up. 4-0 start for the Lady Blazers.
Nakikita na ng Benilde ang butas ng EAC, which is, yun nga, the drop balls. And on the side of EAC, they have been trying to do the same thing. But you should see the defense pattern of Benilde. May nakabantay na sa short ball and may nakabantay sa long line.
Bantay sarado. Lahat ng
Yes.
spot. This time, Nolasco with a slight push.
Pahin niya muna. Yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Rod. And as he said, inuunti-unti niya yung girls, hindi naman information overload. So hopefully they translate this in the court as Reyes goes for that very powerful hit.
That's a welcome point for the EAC Lady Generals. Finally gets one there. George Lute. Gatigan. Ooh. Over-received. And it's a gimme at the net from Jaja Villena.
Hopefully that translates here kasi nakikita mo talaga yung frustration ni Coach.
Yeah.
He has a lot of things that he has to say to his players. As, like that again, going for that drop ball hit, napakamot na lang si Coach Rod kasi kakasabi niya nga lang in the previous timeout that dapat may bantay doon.
Ganun lang. Sundot-sundot lang si Zam Nolasco.
Just be the Benilde that he wants them to be.
Yeah. Iiwas sila sa
Yes.
complacency.
Service
Ito,
goes
Jaja
out.
Villena. Too strong on the serve. It is 9-5 here in set number 2. Jade Hentapa to serve. Again, palitan kanina, Pascual Hentapa, kaya po wala si Gail Pascual ngayon. Umabas is denied.
Point by Mitch
Gamit with a really, really good block there. Of course, Gamit is one of the well-seasoned veterans in her squad. So talagang alam niya na aral niya yung mga galaw ng mga kalaban niya.
6-10. Umapas with 5 attack points already. Pasarte setting up Dorog. Sharp hit by Jessa Dorog.
Jessa Toro.
I am so amazed by how explosive.
Grabe yung flick. Dun sa atake nito ni Jessa Dorog. Almazan! Drop. Kept alive by Gamit. Buhay pa ang bola. Formento going to Almazan. Magalona earlier with a shadow. Formento pops it up. Cordial. It's back to Almazan and she scores.
Gets that check ball from Dorog at the back. That was a good decision from her going for that line, down the line hit. Because that seam was really big there. Nababasa niya na yung defense ng EAC.
Basarte, papabawiin si Estoque. And this time, Willen Estoque is able to score or experiment against the front line of the Lady Blazers. You have to be sure
Definitely
of your move.
You have to. A good defense by Gamit was not saved by her teammates.
That's a check ball. Reyes is able to score. Lady Generals, they've been close. Pasate. Oh, Estoque. Wow.
With an exclamation point on that hit.
What an emphatic strike. How about this? Folding in midair.
You can see the power. Yung gigil niya going for that attack.
Benilde Lady Blazers, now they're starting it up again in the second set.
Hopefully we see EAC overcome this character of theirs. Another ace by Mondoñedo.
No, it's Basarte with back-to-back aces.
Oh, it was Bazarte rather.
Is not even utilizing its main gunners. At least, you know, Pascual alternating with Hentapa today. Mondoñedo alternating with Basarte. And they are up by 7 points. Nolasco converting.
Bazarte very aggressive here on the service line.
Better pick up from Cordial. Pero malayo yung tinakbo doon ni Formento. Oh, Hentapa.
Hits the right spot here.
Cutting through that defense.
In the second set. This is when the frustrations come in eh. Pag nag-error na or you're down by a lot. But of course, Villena with that cross-court, be quick.
Yeah, not from the middle this time. Jaja Villena is able to connect. Good connection with Formento. So, it's that kind of... And Micah Go enters the match for the first time.
I am very, very excited to see the comeback of the Micah Go, former captain of the Benilde Lady Blazers.
NCAA Season 97 MVP is back on the court for Benilde. Razonable. Go. Formento pops it up.
We have a lot of fans of Micah Go here in Chiloy.
Dorog. Cordial was there. Here's the back row hit. Oh, Pasarte with a dig. Ito si Gatigan choosing Hentapa. Who scores? Oh no, it's too wide.
Too wide. She tried not to hit the blockers. Nolasco, one of the tallest players here in Benilde.
Formento, that's a quick. Kept up by Go. Hentapa! Oh, that's a nice looking attempt for Jade.
Just the right amount of power kasi kanina she had an error going too wide and too strong. Now, she saw that seam in the defense of EAC, so she just put it there and she got that point.
Quick adjustment from Apostol. Is in for the first time. Speaking of power hitters for the Lady Blazers. Almazan, yes! We'll see if EAC continues to target that. Gallardes. Kinargahan yun. Oh, Gamit with a quick push.
That was also a good adjustment from her kasi yung set sobrang baba na but she made a way to put that over and score that point as we can see from this replay. Medyo mababa na and her timing was a little off.
Yeah. But she got on her way down. So nobody to cover Gamit as well. Oh, Razonable. Here's that back row hit for Micah. Cordial to Razonable. And she gets the check ball.
You gotta love that hit. And that reaction after that hit, actually.
I love to see-
Challenging
Yeah.
those hands and just screaming at
I
her
know.
blockers, actually.
They save one set point. Here's Razonable with the jump serve. Go with the reception. And Mitch Gamit. And set number 2.
Gamit has been utilized a lot in this game. And she has been soaring and scoring from the middle.
Soaring and scoring. That's from Mr. Anton Rojas. All right. This Basarte. Again, one more look of this quick attack from Mitch Gamit to end the second set. And defending champs have a commanding 2 sets to none lead. We'll be back for set number 3. Kinakaman. Okay. But a commanding lead for the Lady Blazers as we begin set number 3.
Good defense and good save.
Great
there.
action we're seeing so far in the opening rally. Oh, Jaja Villena for a change scores the first point for the Lady Generals.
Good quick drop. She was already going down when she got to hit that ball, deceiving her blocker over there and also her defender.
I think if there's a player that has potential for EAC to become a scoring option, it's got to be Jaja Villena. She's got the height, she's got the length,
The
that
speed.
wingspan, the speed as well.
She just needs, you have to get a good first ball because
Yeah.
she's a middle.
Yeah.
So in order to maximize her, you have to get those really good defense.
Yeah. You need to activate her more. Ito si Basarte setting up Pentapa against the triple block.
Good play over there against.
Length,
The
that
speed.
wingspan, the speed as well.
She just needs, you have to get a good first ball because
Yeah.
she's a middle.
Yeah.
So in order to maximize her, you have to get those hitting from the middle instead of the wing.
Yeah. Formento choosing Reyes. Kept up by Getigan. Basarte to Estoque. Formento this time goes to the back row pero binuhay ni Basarte. Here's Getigan just sending this one across. Formento to the running Villena. And that's what we were saying earlier. Jaja Villena with the running hit.
She knows how to.
The Season 99 Indoor Volleyball Tournament. Ayan, si Sir Frank. Later on, his team, his school will be in action. Perpetual will be up against JRU in our second game. But that's gonna come after this. Rex Castellano, very chill, very relaxed. Alam natin kung bakit. They're up 2 sets. Walang ka pawis-pawis.
Yeah, very fresh pa.
Oh!
What an ace with a little help of the net.
Christy Ondangan. Find her way back.
Of course, knowing Coach Jerry, hindi niya agad ipapakita lahat ng players niya. He
yeah.
really has a big and deep bench. So we're gonna see a lot of them here in this season.
That's from game 1 to game 9. Hindi elimination na. Again, it's the same thing. EAC hanging around, but for how long is the question. Almazan, the power hit or hit absorbed by Getigan, and that led to that attack from Estoque.
Estoque going high there.
Almazan put a lot of power in that one, pero ito, pinawi.
Again, Tapa, who has been very offensive talaga. Wala ka talagang mapipili na sino yung first 6 mo kasi a lot of them are in the same standard. Same level lahat.
Kumbaga last season, Torog, Estoque, they were still getting used to the NCAA scene. Pero 1 year and 1 season later, they're used to it. They're on the same level of Hentapa and Pascual.
And Dorog being the captain of her squad now.
That's right. Di lang opensa, depensa rin po. Here's Dorog from the back. Absorbed by Reyes. Almazan puts it down. And EAC comes up with a retaliation. How about this back row hit? Frisia Reyes, saktong-sakto sa kanya. Here's Kat Almazan.
I like how they're challenging the hands of the blockers or just power through those blocks.
Razonable. Pinahirapan yung first ball. Gamit with a tip. Razonable again. Toro keeps it up. Estoque. Power tip from within Estoque. Dito sa Benilde Lady Blazers. Now we saw them in action last season in the beach volleyball scene alongside Jessa Dorog. Reyes, wow, single coverage by Gamit.
Gamit looked at that ball.
Fun facts I can share about our teams. What can you say, Marty and Gaira?
Thank you so much, Lizelle, to emphasize responsibilities from both sides. Mula muna kay Dorog as we take a look at Almazan.
Papalusutin yung bola through the blockers. And they always end up going outside with those hits.
Reyes will try again. Basarte setting up Dorog. Popped up by Almazan. They go to Razonable this time. Estoque was there. And Papa. Ando naman si Razonable. Back row. Push. Sent back by Ondangan. Razonable.
Good save.
And Papa keeps it up. But Benilde could not send it across. So EAC scores that point.
Talagang gustuhin nila yung laro because when they're doing a lot of errors, doon na sila nawawala.
That's right. And we're here at mid-set again, Gaira. Fermento. Almazan from the back row. Hentapa was right there.
Good defense.
Estoque also from the back. And Estoque scores. 11-9. To stop the bleeding here, Estoque providing the goods.
We have so many strong players coming from Benilde. Problem for their setter, how to utilize all her spikers.
But so far, yeah, it's been a well-balanced attack for the Lady Blazers. Villan is checked. Reyes. Katigan, underhand setup for Dorog. Return to sender. They can keep it up or maybe overtake Benilde here. Basarte. To Ondangan. Oh, nice save by Fermento. Reyes through the hands. And they score. So a bit of a fight back from the EAC Lady Generals. Much more excitement here here in set number 3.
EAC finally finding their fighting spirit here.
Estoque. Cross court. Nandun si Cordial. Fermento. To Almazan. Had to adjust. Hentapa. Underhand setup here for Razonable, who had to ad-lib. Estenzo. Back to Jade. Andun ulit si Fermento. Another underhand set. This time, it's a free ball that turns into a point for EAC.
Benilde did not expect that free ball from EAC. Usually kasi pag free ball na itataas na lang eh. Ito, pinesto niya pa yung bola. So, Benilde had a hard time reading that one.
Momentum stopper in volleyball service errors. 13 apiece. Fermento to Razonable. This time, Basarte with the underhand set to Estoque. Ito naman ang EAC. Almazan puts it down.
Finally finds that hole in the defense of Benilde.
Attacks today. Estoque. Not gonna work. They set up Almazan. Nandun si Dorog. Basarte back to Estoque. Floor defense. Solidly shown there by EAC. This is Basarte with the reverse set. And Papa couldn't convert. Back row hit. Nandun naman si Estenzo. Gamit. Power push. Not gonna work as well.
What a set!
Long rally here. Jade. Catching the line at the back.
Long rally ended by Gentapa. What a good hit, seeing that there were no defenders on that sweep.
How about that? A pivot mula dito sa Lady Blazers. That's how it usually is. Ooh, a couple of players jumping for that ball. Here's Almazan, putting it through. Almazan challenging the blockers and finding success.
She loved that hit, and also her teammates.
How about this? Scott Almazan.
Good set too.
This is a legit scorer on EAC's side.
The fact that Almazan challenged Pascual there, it's a gutsy hit.
Speaking of Pascual,
Bumawi.
Bumawi. At sa kanya binigay yun ni Mondoñedo.
Serving for CSB.
At the service line here, she's played a splendid game so far for the Lady Blazers. Ito si Almazan. Had to stop and adjust. Pascual with a swing.
Back-to-back points from Pascual. Really going down with that hit.
And here they come, Gail Pascual. 2 straight for the Lady Blazers.
17.
Napapakamot na lang sa bench ng
Yes,
EAC.
he has been frustrated since the first set.
And these are the chances they can't waste. Talking about the EAC. Pascual! Oh! Oh, she is on a roll.
She is on
feeling it.
fire.
Yeah. Gail Pascual, after a long rest earlier, mainit na ulit. How about this swing? Down the line, catching the only defender at the back. Formento. Razonable, yes.
We have to see more of Razonable here in this third set if gusto talaga nang lumikit sa Benilde.
That ends Benilde's 5-0 run. So EAC is back to within a point. This is Lynn Orendain, a new face for EAC. Changing the complexion for them, but not for long. Pascual.
Specialist, she did her job.
Yeah.
Pinahirapan niya yung Benilde with her services.
She compounded on their run. Gallardes. Oh, that's a loaded hit. And it works. The Lady Generals with a 2-point advantage.
I am so enamored by how they're moving right now. Their confidence, their newfound confidence.
Yeah.
Challenging Benilde. Hopefully,
Jumping, new energy on the court for EAC. But Benilde expect the counter from them. It is kept alive.
good save.
Pascual. Oh, Gail Pascual. Snatches a point. Let's check this one out.
Making her presence felt here.
Because they thought it would go beyond. Pero nakuha ni Gallardes. Oh! Scramble from the Lady Generals. Nakahugod pa si Coach Rod. All right, play continues in the third set. Reyes scores. That's how you respond off a timeout. Coach Jerry, livid.
He's actually telling Nolasco that she could get that ball kasi si Dorog yung naka-block. Actually, kahit sino naman maka-block sa kanila, it wouldn't be counted as a touch.
Yeah.
So anyone...
Benilde team captain serving for the match. Formento. Over to Razonable, who overshoots it. She's looking for the check.
The point will be awarded to Benilde. That went out. It was too strong.
It will not be given, and that ultimately ends the match.
You can see Coach Jerry, he's not that satisfied with their win, of course. He's expecting this Benilde team to be more aggressive, but it's still a good win.
It's still a sweep.
Yes.
Yeah, 25-23 was the final in the third set. Longest set of the match.